Alright guys, hey, Paul Kowalski, Vallejo PT. Vallejo PT Online. We're going to talk about activating the middle trap. Alright, so middle trapezius muscle is one of those muscles that tends to give us a lot of issues, especially if we've got a postural positioning issue. And so it sits just to the inside of the shoulder blade, often has a relationship with that infraspinatus, the rotator cuff muscles. Rotator cuff muscles tend to get tight and sort of spasmed, overused, especially as the shoulder blade starts to come forward, head of the humerus starts to rotate out, shoulder blade muscle or the infraspinatus gets overly shortened, and the middle trap gets overly lengthened. So very commonly I'll have you do a ball release to the infraspinatus, and then coming right off of that ball release we'll go into a bent over or a prone or a quadruped T. So all that is offset stance if we're going to do it standing, one leg in front of the other. If we're working the right arm, it's going to be that left leg, using that leg for support, arms coming out to the side, and we're just going to do a T. So just squeezing that shoulder blade, everything stays nice and straight and aligned, and we're squeezing that shoulder blade right at the top. Hand is in the neutral position to start, and then the progression to this would be hand into the thumb up position. Alright, typical reps on this is going to be anywhere between 10 and 30. Needs to be pain free. Okay, so about a 2-second move up, 2-second move down. It has to be absolutely pain free, cannot cause any symptom. So always work within your symptoms. So if that means you shorten your range, you shorten your range. If you're using weights and you can't add the weight, that causes you to have an increased symptom, ditch the weight. Alright, so again, the reps on that is going to be 10 all the way up to 30. Once you get 30 clean, using the palm down position, and that would be your cue to go to the thumb up position. Once you got the thumb up position in a nice clean move with no pain, then you can start to add some resistance. So that is the bent over, this particular one, bent over T. You can also do it in the quadruped position. I'll shoot that video some other time. Alrighty, so have fun with the bent over T, and that is to activate the middle trap after you've worked on typically that infraspinatus. Alright, Paul Kowalski, Vallejo Physical Therapy, Vallejo PT Online. I'll see you next time. Alright, Paul Kowalski, Vallejo Physical Therapy, Vallejo PT Online, and we're going to stick with a little bit of some shoulder work today. So as we're moving through the process of rehabbing our shoulder, we've normalized our range of motion, it's pain-free. We've been doing some soft tissue work to the muscles that are having some issues. We're doing some activation to the muscles that maybe aren't participating as well. And we want to start to bring back online some of the normal kinematic movements, so the normal motions that the shoulder should be doing typically. Alright, so we want to start off by starting to grade in some load. Alright, we're going to do that with isometrics. So easy way to do that, I'm using a punching bag here right now. Obviously this won't work at home, but you can use a wall. It's probably the easiest way to do it. All we're going to do is stand facing the wall or the door jamb. Alright, hands coming to the inside, elbows at 90 degrees, and we're basically going to attempt to touch our stomach. Alright, but the structure in front of us is going to stop us. Alright, if that was a wall, obviously it wouldn't move. This punching bag's going to move. Alright, so we're going to push, contract that muscle, and relax. Hold for about 3 to 5 seconds. Again, zero pain, guys. Should not be anything. Alright, maybe a 0 to 1, 0 to 2, if that. Alright, right there in that position. Reps on this, again, is going to be 5-second hold. Again, 10 to 30 reps. We'll switch sides. So now we're going to work on going out to the side. Alright, so taking our hand away from the body. So again, if we got a door jamb in front of us, we're just going to work on pushing that hand away, the back of the hand into that door jamb. Same thing, holding for a few seconds. And we're going to repeat that for 10 to 30 reps. Alright, so that is the beginning isometrics for internal and external rotation of the shoulder. Alright, with the shoulder joint, and normalizing or bringing back on the strength and motor control around the shoulder. Cool, guys. All right, see you on the next video. Paul Kowalski, Vallejo Physical Therapy, Vallejo PT Online. Hey guys, Paul Kowalski. Pawlowski, Vallejo PT, Vallejo Physical Therapy, Vallejo PT Online, and want to talk today about adding in some additional isometric exercises around the shoulder joint. So we've already covered in previous video internal and external rotation. We want to continue to work our way around the movements of the shoulder, right? It's got lots and lots of motion. All right, so next one we're going to do is going to be flexion. All right, so this particular motion, we're going to do it as a punch. All right, and then we're also going to go backwards. All right, so extension. All right, so again, if we still have our door jamb or our wall in front of us, all right, all the other rules stay the same, meaning that we don't want any pain. All right, 0 to 2 is going to be our top out here. Certainly can't make us react or respond. No holding the breath. All right, if you need to put a pillow or a towel in front of your hand for comfort, that's fine. All right, so right here in this position, we're going to push the wall away from us. All right, biggest number one error we typically see here is people want to start to lean into it. Okay, all right, that can again really kind of generate way too much force into that shoulder. So we want to, I actually prefer to people to actually have them shift back to where when they push on the wall, it actually forces them to shift back onto their heels just a little bit. All right, that's a great way to know that you're at a good level of intensity for that particular activity. All right, so that is shoulder flexion. All right, same rep scheme is going to apply, 10 to 30. All right, extension, we're just going to turn around, and now we're going to elbow the structure behind us. Same rules apply. Number one error we see is people tend to want to lean into the wall. Generates way too much force. Should be pushing back into the wall to where it just makes us kind of shift forward in our stance just a little bit. Okay, so there's flexion and extension. Isometrics, meaning we're not doing a whole lot of movements. We're just contracting and holding. All right, should be no pain with that. We should be holding for 5 seconds. Rep scheme 10 to 30 repetitions. All right, guys. So flexion and extension on the shoulder. I'll see you on the next one. Later. All right, guys, we're going to continue to work on our shoulder joint. All right, we're just going to continue with the isometrics. All right, so we're working to activate those muscles, get them back into doing their normal routine. We've already done all our soft tissue activation, our baseline activation work. All right, and now we're going to work on continuing to activate and strengthen the muscles, increase that motor programming specifically, right, motor control. All right, around the shoulder joint. So we've worked through internal, external rotation, flexion and extension. Now we're going to work on squeezing, adduction, and lifting away, abduction. All right, so we're going to start with lifting away. So our same wall is going to continue to help us out here. All right, same error always tends to happen, guys, meaning that people want to lean into the wall. Okay, so again, my cueing is going to be the same on this one. We've got a nice good fist. All right, with all these activities, I like a nice strong fist that activates the whole arm. All right, right there in that position, we're just going to slowly push away, all right, as if we are trying to raise our arms up to the side. So it should shift you away from the wall ever so slightly. Hold 3 to 5 seconds. Our rep scheme is going to be 10 to 30 based on your tolerance. All right, that is abduction. Okay, so lifting the arm out to the side. All right, then we're going to take a pillow. I don't have a pillow. I'm going to use my foam roller here in front of me. All right, you can use a foam roller at home if you want. All right, right there in that position now, we're going to squeeze the shoulder in, all right, or squeeze the elbow in. All right, so right there, again, nice solid fist. All right, and then we're just going to slightly apply pressure. 3 to 5 seconds and relax. 3 to 5 seconds and relax. All right, and again, our rep scheme on that is going to continue at that 10 to 30 repetitions. All right, guys, cool. So that is our isometrics for abduction, adduction. That should wrap up all the isometrics around the shoulder joint. So next up for the shoulder will be dynamic movements using resistance. Cool. Paul Pawlowski, Vallejo Physical Therapy, Vallejo PT Online, and we'll see you next time.